An excerpt from Woodbine, written and read by Freya Pickard. Derry obediently seated himself as instructed, turning awkwardly to face the back of the creature's head. Jazz sat in front of the boy and reached into his cloak pocket for several lengths of material. He handed one to Derry. "Wrap this around your face," he ordered. "The Shara reach flight height extremely quickly, and we don't want you passing out or getting dust in your eyes. Have you secured the straps?" Derry hadn't, and fumbled with the leather harness until his thighs and waist were secure. Then he took the thin scarf from Jazz's hand and wrapped it around his face, knotting it beneath his chin. He tapped the man on the shoulder. "Why doesn't this beast have a rider, like the green one?" "The Shara know where to go. Any one of us can control it, though for this journey it'll be Dyer who's in charge." That wasn't a surprise, Derry thought to himself. But Falarin needs a rider in order to make sure the luggage and servants reach Author safely. The Shara beneath them tensed, and Derry felt the forelegs bend. "Brace yourself," Jazz shouted. With a sudden upward movement, the monster sprang into the air. Derry felt as though he'd left his stomach down on the ground, and his heart rate doubled. He was inhaling and couldn't exhale. Up they surged, the long leathery wings sweeping up and down in short, successive beats. The air was cold, and Derry couldn't see anything as the scarf covered his eyes. He felt the muscles of the beast flex and release and flex again before they suddenly levelled out and glided effortlessly. He became aware of a prickling all over his skin as he discovered his stomach was where it always had been, and his heart rate slowed. Power was being used somewhere close by. Why would one of the Kalings be using their gift? Then he remembered his lessons in Author. The Shara used their life force to keep their vast bulk airborne. "You can uncover your eyes now," Jazz shouted above the roaring wind. Derry fumbled at the cloth and gazed down. The Shara flew above a shadowed country. The low sun lit the sky to his right with a pink glow. Below them the lands spread out, mountains, valleys, lakes, rivers, high hills and ravines. Derry felt his jaw drop and hurriedly closed his mouth, not liking the taste of the scarf. He hadn't realised the world was so beautiful. Spread out like a giant map, forests passed beneath him as the sun rose higher, filling the landscape with colour. The jet black and red-orange rocks of Jonathon looked beautiful from this vantage point, not oppressive as they did when one stood beneath them. Derry felt dampness moisten the material that covered his face. Tears of despair and joy flowed, and he felt odd, disorientated, as though he were a bridge that linked one land to another. The strange feeling vanished, and he rested his head against Jazz's back, exhaustion taking over from emotions he didn't understand. He was aware of the bone-hard spine pressing into his chest as sleep took him swiftly.